Oobi, funeral. Okay, let me tell ya. Did you know about Oobi? Well, it's a show about a hand puppet, with a family, going on adventures. This show ran from 2000 to 2005, because who actually cares? Well, I always could know, that people say Oobi suck, but I don't. One day, while browsing a DVD section at a local Best Buy, I have experienced something interesting. I found a DVD that said Oobi funeral. Well, I don't think this DVD exists nor the episode, but decided to buy it. And then, I grabbed my favorite kinds of food, as I hooked the DVD player. I popped the disc in the player, grabbed my food to enjoy for me, and pushed play. The FBI warning and Paramount DVD logo looked normal, then cut to the DVD menu, same DVD menu as the fake Oobi DVD. But Disc 1 and Disc 2's DVDs are actually real. There were 3 buttons I should choose. Play, Options, Scenes and Your Mom LOL. I chose Play, so I started watching. Then I saw the FBI warning for 5 seconds, then the theme song started to play. All of the characters' skins or the logo was mixed up. Like Oobi's color is orange, Uma is blue, Keiko is green, Grampu is purple, and the Oobi logo was rainbowed. Instead of Oobi saying his catchphrase, he said in a creepy old man's voice, "I am a little firefighter." Instead of him chuckling, he vomits red meat from his mouth. It then cuts to the title card. The background was replaced with Oobi vomiting on Keiko while he hides in his trash can. It said funeral. And then, the episode began with Oobi saying hi to the audience. He said, "Oh. Hi. Have you ever had to deal with you know what? Whatever." Keiko had just experienced the loss of his great-grandmamu, let's see how he's dealing with it. And then we panned to Keiko in his house, feeling depressed. He was looking at a picture at his great-grandmamu. "Oh, great-grandmamu, why did you have to leave this world?" Oobi then said, "It's all right, Keiko. You know that when you lose someone you love, they move into a special place in your heart." And then Keiko said, "But my great-grandmamu's too big to fit in my heart." And then Oobi said to Keiko, "They don't literally move into your heart. They just..." Oobi said, "Oh, look at the time. We need to get ready for Keiko's great-grandmamu's funeral." And then, Uma and Grampu showed up. Grampu said, "Wait, what was that?" And then Uma said, "What is a funeral?" Oobi says, "Good question, Uma. A funeral is a ceremony where we go to honor people who have passed away." Grampu said, "Ready to go, guys." Oobi said, "Good. Now, you, join with us? Ready? I hope you're gonna believe your eyes about it." Grampu then interrupts. Oobi, who are you talking to?" Oobi then says, myself." Grampu starts laughing so loudly, that when he is about to scream, it transitions immediately. Then there was a segment called 5 Stages of Grief. For some reason, it wasn't an interview, and the narrator, to my surprise, was Ricky Gervais. I know that guy, the man behind Flanimals. Back to the story. It showed a story of a cup witnessing another cup falling and shattering as it lives in grief. The narrator spoke, 5 stages exist in the process of grieving. Denial. It can initially help you survive the loss, but you soon think that life means nothing. Anger. You get mad when the person dies and desperately try to act as if it should not have happened. Bargaining. And then, none of the script I remembered was read from the narrator, and then abruptly ended and went to a chapel. The entire cast was there, even Mamu and Papu, as well as Inka, who met Uma for the first time ever, despite the fact she never interacted with her in the actual show. The priest, looking like Grampu with glasses and a clown nose with black text saying "I hate weekends," walks in, and starts talking with a weird and angry Yiddish German accent. "Hello, we're gathered to mourn the passing of Keiko's great-grandmamu. She was a great-grandmamu, and a great-grandmamu of all grandmamus. Anybody wanna share some thoughts? Keiko then said, all hail great-grandmamu. And then, he does a beatbox skill like from the very first short of the actual series, which full version wasn't found yet. And then, everyone else was acting crazy, even Henry Stickmin was there. And then, Grandpa said, what's going on, Mother Clapper? But it abruptly changed to a gangsta accent. No, I am not a racist guy or a gold digger whatsoever. And then, Grandpa said, as I was saying, if any of you would like to say some words about great-grandmamu, please come up on the stand and share a moment or thought. Keiko then said, again, great-grandmamu was a good friend. I've known her since I was 2 years old. He was a fighter, a visionary. But most of all, she was the perfect friend. She just sat there going along with whatever I wanted. A noble trait that seems lost on you 45% ERS. And now we live in a world where one of you has decided to become a murderer. Well, whoever you are, I'm sure you're sitting there right now, in your little hat, with your left cheek resting against your hand thinking, I'm not getting away with this, am I? Because whoever you are, maybe you still have one little piece of humanity left, covered up and tainted black by years of Jewish propaganda and left-wing lies. Maybe you should just end until we prove beyond a reasonable doubt who the killer was. You are all just as guilty as Kyle. Thank you so much. Now you all ready to party? 'Cause I am. And then, everyone went crazy again, while Keiko does the beatboxing from the very first short. Even the Oobi and Keiko from Water Games were there, as well as Henry Stickmin, the Burger King, Konata from Lucky Star, the entire cast of Shape World, and Cookie Monster. Don't forget about the crewmates and imposters from Among Us, that one Fall Guys player, and Trucus, Z-Bus, and the entire Upbeat Nation were there, as well as the Apocalyptics and Harmon Eels. And then they went to the gravestone, where they pay respects to great-grandmamu. Grandpa said, remember this, Mother Clapper. Keiko then said, do doodle doodle doot. It's time for the funny time. I literally paused the video and see the gravestone. It said, I'm always watching you, great-grandmamu. And then, I literally resumed. Everyone was acting crazy, doing gibberish, and even flipping itself. Suddenly, the gravestone started to gravitate. Then, it started to make everyone get on the ground. Oobi's eyes flung through the air, still being sucked to himself. Then, everyone was flying through the air and then they all landed in the house's porch, meaning that there was no blood at all. Good grief. And then, a voice all of a sudden said, there is no believing a liar, even when he speaks the truth. This means that you will be flung in the air too. No one understands it. And then the credits rolled. The episode finally ended, about time. And thought to myself, I think this is a weird episode. So I hid it in the closet, just to be safe. I just probably wish Oobi DVDs exist for real, but no. It actually was weird. So weird. That was just terrible. Good thing that episode didn't upload on any social media. Although I thought that the Oobi episode was real. Anyways, I guess that's all. Remember, never share this DVD. It's weird and unfunny. Not only that, Oobi aired in the early 2000s, as well as many other shows released in the years they were out.